If you've ever tried to have a meaningful conversation with a teenager at 10 a.m., you've probably noticed the glazed eyes.
Oh, yeah. The sudden mood dips.
Right. And just a total lack of focus. It is so incredibly easy to write that off as, typical teen attitude. But today we're taking a deep dive into an educational workbook by Playprint Pals, and our mission is to decode what's actually happening there.
Because it's often a biological crash.
Exactly. And we're going to arm you with actionable tips to build healthy morning habits for reluctant teens. Think about the adolescent brain like a high-performance sports car, but one with a surprisingly tiny gas tank.
Right, because that brain is in a massive, unprecedented growth stage.
Yeah.
I mean, it burns through fuel at just an incredible rate.
Wait, so when a teen is moody or zoning out mid-morning, it might not just be them staying up too late on their phone.
Yeah, exactly. We routinely misdiagnose a biological glucose crash as a behavioral issue. It explains why the morning meal isn't just a good idea. It is absolutely critical for them to actually function until lunch.
Okay, so if they're grabbing, say, a sugary pastry on the way out the door, that sugar roller coaster has real physical consequences.
Oh, huge consequences.
Yeah.
When they eat that highly refined sugar, the body basically panics. The pancreas dumps insulin into the bloodstream, which then quickly sweeps away all that glucose.
Wow. So by second period, their brain is just totally starved of energy.
Exactly. That's when you start seeing the fidgeting and those super slow responses.
Okay, so what's the fix?
Well, the alternative is getting them on what the source calls the steady protein road.
The steady protein road. I like that. So protein acts like a time-release capsule.
Yes, it slows down digestion. It provides a steady drip of premium fuel instead of, a quick blast of nitrous that leaves them burnt out on the side of the road.
Which makes a lot of sense.
And it provides the amino acid building blocks for neurotransmitters. Those are the actual brain chemicals they need to stay alert and focused during, like algebra. It keeps the glucose stable.
Knowing the biology is one thing, but if you're a parent listening to this, you know that asking a teenager to cook an egg at 7 a.m. on a chaotic Tuesday is a losing battle.
Oh, totally. A complete non-starter.
Right. We need to prevent the crash when everyone is in a rush. This brings us to the Playprint Pals 10-minute rule.
Yes. It's basically combining protein, fiber, and healthy fat to create steady focus.
But how do you actually do that without nagging them?
Well, the real challenge is implementing a family action plan, right? Reluctant teenagers just need the friction removed. You prep the night before, offer them choices so they feel in control.
Oh, choices are key.
Exactly. You prioritize hydration, and you keep the healthy food highly visible.
So instead of treating breakfast like a sit-down diner, parents should design the kitchen like an efficient Formula One pit stop.
That is the perfect analogy. The teen rolls into the kitchen, grabs the right fuel, and rolls right out to the bus.
To make that pit stop work, though, parents need actual lightning-fast meals, like under 10 minutes.
Definitely. The source highlights specific things like speedy egg and avocado toast, Greek yogurt power bowls packed with berries and nuts.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
Right. Or, grab-and-go smoothies.
Grab-and-go smoothies are brilliant for the literal dash out the door. But let's look at the overnight protein oats. If we're talking about removing friction, the prep once, grab all week oat strategy is like having fresh tires sitting right there in the pit lane.
It really is. The prep time on a stressful Tuesday morning becomes zero. When everyone is running late, decision fatigue kicks in hard.
Oh, yeah.
If a teenager has to cook or assemble anything, they'll just skip it or grab junk.
They take the path of least resistance.
Exactly. But with a jar of protein oats sitting right at eye level in the fridge, the easiest choice becomes the healthiest choice. You change the environment, and the behavior follows.
That is so powerful. Replacing that sugar roller coaster with highly visible, quick protein options completely transforms a teen's morning focus.
It does. And if you want to dig deeper into the science of how food dictates cognitive function, the sources actually recommend checking out a few books.
Right, I saw that. There's Brain Food by Dr. Lisa Mosconi, The Teenage Brain by Dr. Frances E. Jensen.
Think Tea Complete by Dr. Drew Ramsey.
Yes, those reads really highlight how much control we actually have over focus and learning just through what we keep in the kitchen.
That's pretty wild to think about.
It is. So here's something for you to mull over today as we wrap up this deep dive. If simply swapping a breakfast carbohydrate for a protein can drastically alter a teen's cognitive focus by 10 a.m., how might other small, hidden nutritional adjustments entirely reshape their long-term academic potential?
Wow.
Because if we can keep that high-performance sports car fueled for the morning commute, just imagine how far it can drive over a lifetime.